Hi guys and welcome in. So today Battlefield 2042 is in my opinion the most anticipated game of the year, and today we are going to break down all the details DICE and EA have released regarding the game. We will cover and touch on all aspects of the game that have been changed, new systems and additions to the game that have never been before seen in Battlefield till this game. Before we begin, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so you can stay up to date with all the Battlefield news and other videos posted. And so without any more waiting, let's get into it. So Battlefield 2042 is EA's new addition into the Battlefield franchise and will be set in, well, as you guessed, the year 2042. From what information we can gather, and from what information EA and DICE have told us, it will be a war between the US, but also including other nations, military groups, militia groups, and so on, which will become more apparent further towards the release date and with further information releases. The game will be using a new Frostbite engine. The Frostbite engine has been used and updated throughout all the Battlefield's game history. With this update, it will allow for more complicated and detailed graphics, as well as a load of new in-game features and systems. So, the game itself is set to release on October the 22nd, 2021. Mark that down in the calendar and get ready. And this will feature a player count double to previous Battlefields at 128 players, and will have maps 3 times the size, if not bigger, than previous games. The game will be compatible amongst older generation consoles, Xbox One and PS4. It will also be supported on the newer consoles like the Series X and PS5, and of course the PC. This, however, has been stated by EA and DICE that the newer consoles and PC will support the game to its full and max capacity, whereas the older consoles will only support up to 64 players. Yes, that's right, it will only support up to 64 players. It will have half-sized maps, reduced graphics and capped FPS. Hearing this, I wouldn't be surprised if there was further limitations. Also, this I believe is not to be the end of the world for the older generation consoles, and Battlefield potentially, although no confirmation as of yet, being cross-platform. The 64 player modes with smaller maps I hope will be available on all other platforms the game is released on as a filter or an option. This news also believes me to believe that the game will be graphically demanding, just like the Call of Duty is of recent. It may have a reduced quality mode, very much similar to how they reduce it for older generation consoles, so it can play well with lower end hardware. This is yet to be confirmed though. So, there have been 7 maps currently confirmed in varying locations around the world, all with increased size, destruction, weather systems, and what EA call and have continued on from previous Battlefields as the Levolution system. With all maps having an interactive zone, the classic game modes will be making a return, such as Rush and Conquest. However, with the map sizes, EA have confirmed that the game modes will not play like they used to in past Battlefield games. This is what leads me to believe that Conquest, for example, instead of being 5 capture points, it will more than likely become a capture zone, where within 5 points, the 5 points on the map, there will be multiple other points within that singular point. But until the majority or all points, which is still yet to be confirmed, are captured in the main point, it will not be classed as captured. As for example, the stadium map as shown will not be just one singular point as stadium, one capture point by itself, but will be one zone with multiple points within and around the stadium that you have to capture to fully capture the zone. Speaking of maps, the stadium, well, behind it what you can see is the city, and that city will be all in one map. And that is just for a scale context. As you can see, these maps will be huge. As I said, there will be interactive zones. All interactive zones will include zip lines, movable containers using cranes on specific maps, and your typical gates and doors, and potentially furthermore, which is a great step up from the previous games. The 7 maps that have been currently confirmed are as followed: Kaleidoscope, that is based in South Korea; Manifest, which is based in Singapore; Orbital, based in the French Guiana; Discarded, which is based in India; Renewal in Egypt; Hourglass in Qatar; and finally Breakaway, that is based in Antarctica. All these maps will have their own playstyles, weather, leveling actions, like Orbital. As EA have stated, the rocket launch can potentially go well. It will not always go well 100% of the time, and in doing so, it will change the way the map is played. Breakaway will be the biggest map out of all of them at 5.2 kilometers. So, EA, the first system that they have announced is the Plus Gun system. In basic terms, this will allow you to switch attachments on the fly so you can deal with distance, ground changes. This list of changeable items are as followed: the ammo, the barrel, the underbarrel, and the scope. There could be more added in the long run or further up, running up to the game. This is amazing. In my opinion, this is amazing as it allows you to continue the fight no matter what, and will further add to the carnage that is Battlefield. As you can assume, with the maps being so big, there is going to be a huge push on vehicles and a huge reliance on vehicles, and that is why Battlefield have announced another system that they are implementing, which will allow you and all players on the map to spawn vehicles within 2 meters of your position, and to allow you to move across the massive map without that huge run to try and find one that may cost you 20-30 minutes just to find a vehicle. However, I'm led to believe that heavy vehicles will be capped so that there isn't a massive brawl of 64 versus 64 tanks within the center of the map. All vehicles are to be dropped from the sky and parachuted into the location and be immediately available for you guys to use. We are still waiting on further details, but I believe that the spawners will be on timers. This is mainly, I believe, and then this is a speculative, that it will be to limit the amount of vehicles that are in play at any one time, and to make sure that the map isn't completely overrun with vehicles in comparison to players. Okay, so moving on to classes. The classes this time will be more flexible, and there will be new specialist equipment such as the grappling hook, the wingsuit, a heal and resurrection gun, and a sentry/engineer, and a recon specialist, all with the unique traits and equipment, all with counters and ways to play. And it has been confirmed that like EMP grenades will counter sentry and engineer class. All these classes will be able to use any gun at any time, which is huge. This will allow you to play any way you want. They are taking the sandbox typical gameplay to a whole nother level. So classes will be flexible with specialist equipment, which is again just fantastic. So onto updates and new content, that EA have stated that there will be a battle pass system which is free and another one which will be paid. Thank God they announced this one. The free system will get all the content such as the new maps, the new guns, the new vehicles, anything major that comes within a battle pass, they will get it. However, the only thing that the paid pass will get is just pure cosmetic items and nothing else. And I just want to take this second to thank EA for actually doing something the community wanted, and we have all asked for from many other companies. Now I just hope that you make no changes to this model and make sure this stays at what you have confirmed. So with Battlefield 2042, there will be no battle royale yet, and there will be no campaign. So what this means is the battle royale will come at a later date, but it has not been announced and there is no definite as of yet. However, there is definitely no campaign that will be happening during this new game. So guys, the game is from today, the 9th of June, available for pre-order in multiple editions, all with different tiering systems, all with different pros and cons and benefits within the games. And even some of the higher ones you will have access to play the beta pre-launch of the game. All of these versions are available on Steam, Origin, Epic Games and EA Play. I hope hearing all this, guys, has you even more excited for Battlefield 2042, just like it has me, with all the new additions, all the new updates, all the new game modes, all the nice little tweaks and changes that we have all been asking for, and some that we just did not expect, which is a huge plus. Now guys, let me know in the comments what you think will be and is your favorite part of all of this announcement down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe again, because this is the only way you'll stay up to date with all the videos that I will be putting out and releasing. And please also hit that bell button just so you are notified when anything brand new comes through. So guys, that's basically just a quick and dirty rundown of everything that EA have released. Thank you very much guys for watching, stay safe and happy gaming.